Hello. I am so happy to have you here. We are here to talk about Netflix The Glory. We're on episode 11. We're going to get through this thing, Nibbit.
Oh, we are getting through it, honey.
We are getting through
We
it.
only got 5 episodes left.
And I'm very excited for us to talk about all of these things that are happening as we continue to go on. My name is Delilah Leah. You can call me Jennifer. This is my brother, JoJo Speaks. There you go. Let us go ahead and get started. Won't you join us? Won't you?
I have to keep reminding myself why I get excited for these reviews, but it's because we both get excited about these reviews
Yeah, we
and we
do.
get into this because we love the show.
We do. We
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Even talking about young royals, it's good to get out my feelings about them.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
always good.
absolutely.
But anywho, we're actually starting to get to the. You like that one?
I like that.
We're actually in the process of getting into not just the meat, but also the potatoes of things. Things are really coming together here at the Glory, and make sure you keep your eyes open for everything.
But I feel like things have been coming together from the very beginning. Like,
Oh yeah, now from the beginning, yes, but
for
okay. How
real.
about this?
It's
We're
getting
starting to
hot.
see, yeah, and we're starting to see things come into fruition.
It's starting to get
For real.
mixy, honey. Okay, yes.
So, the episode starts off with a horrible bang. It is Yeonjun putting big bottle on Myungo, okay, doing the horrible things that she did. We finally get the full duration of what she did, how she did it, and how she took off what she was wearing, put on something, and ran out and had her people, the dirty cops and his cohorts,
Minions.
minions.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Yes.
His minions
Right.
clean up the mess. They sent him to a morgue. It looks like it's really old,
Rest in peace to my boo.
Okay,
Okay.
rest in peace. God bless.
Honey.
Um,
That beautiful hair, those beautiful tattoos, that beautiful face, honey. Go ahead, Jennifer.
yeah,
I'm
and
just
they even cleaned up under his nails because she did say that he scratched at her foot, and I'll take. He said I'll take care of it. They took cotton thingies and cleaned up under his nails and everything, and they put him in not saran wrap, but they
wrap them in plastic.
they wrapped not just wrapped him, they air sealed him. What's that thing that mommy has, that thing, that food
Um,
saver thing
an
where it
air
takes out all
vacuum.
they
Vacuum sealer.
thank you.
Yeah,
They
vacuum
vacuum
sealer.
sealed Myungo.
Mhm.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
horrible.
because you
Oh,
can't
it's
even
nothing funny.
recognize that it's him in the
It's so
bag
tight.
if
It's
if
so
you
tight.
didn't know who he was.
They vacuum sealed. He's not an African American. Let me stop. They vacuum sealed him. Okay. All right. So that's what happened. And as we see what happened, Yeonjun, she wakes up out of her
Her
up out of
induced
her
slumber.
induced
Okay.
slumber for just a few little fillers. And what is kind of funny to me is Yao Jung, he's just sitting right beside her as she's jumping up. You all right?
Okay. Did you sleep well,
Did you
ma'am?
sleep well?
Okay, madam, honey. Okay. Yes.
And she and she is
Freaking out.
losing it. She
I
automatically
love it.
starts saying, "Where? Go ahead.
When these Korean women lose it,
They lose it, honey.
they lose it,
Lose
honey.
it.
Okay. They lose it all,
They
honey.
know how to lose it.
Okay.
Okay,
They commit to losing it.
all the way
Okay.
through, from facials to from the way their face look to just
The
like
physicality,
erratic,
it's
like all over the place. She done kicked herself up out that bed, honey.
like we don't even do that in America like that. Like these women, like when they scream, when they yell at the top of their lungs, they are loud. Like they do things to the nth degree. Like I love the commitment. I love
Yes.
the commitment because it adds to the realism of it.
To the moment.
Especially no, I won't get into that. But yes, it's I love the acting in this because young Jen, she goes OFF, okay?
AWF.
Okay, yes.
Off. Okay? She goes off. And what she asks is, "Where is your security tapes? Give them to me right now. What did you do to me?" And she ran out. And the nurse was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like her blood pressure was kind of high. Like, are you sure you wanted her to go? Like, ma'am, you need to come lay back down. You're doing too much."
Ma'am, 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 hey, ma'am.
That's what happened with that. It was just done so. You know, Joan, he can be scary if you look at him that way.
And it's so sexy. Like it is like, oh Lord, like, ooh, honey,
A little scary, might kill me, but I like it.
hey.
Okay.
Ooh, it makes you love him even more, honey. Like,
Chill, I guess.
that's Moon Dong Un's man. Yes. You see why they together, okay?
Oh, child. Anyway, so the next scene is Do Young and wait, hold on.
Ooh, bless you, girl.
Ooh, that was powerful. Oh my. And there we have it. I am done sneezing. Usually it just takes two to get them all out.
It typically is two. You never just only sneeze once.
Who does that? And if you do,
that typically doesn't happen.
let us know.
Okay.
So Do Young and Dungun, they are talking, eating or whatever. Not doing a whole lot of eating, but just talking. And he asked, "Does your scar still hurt?" I guess that was number 3. He asked, "Does your scar still hurt?" And she was like, "We don't have time for silly questions like this. Like, we get it. I'm scarred up. You can see. Can you get past that and let's just talk business?"
Okay, yes, because I got business to tend to, sir.
Plenty of it.
Oh, plenty of it.
Oh, you know him.
Okay, you're well aware.
But she makes her plans known pretty much. She's basically like, "So when are you gonna leave her? Because did you not know? Like, I want everyone in her life to leave her."
Period.
She said, "You are her glory, right?"
Okay.
And he goes ahead and say that, "I'm not gonna leave. And I don't know why. But I'm not." And for me, I'll just give some commentary on that.
Okay.
It's just like Hyung Nam and her man beating husband.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's about the love.
Yeah.
Just like we talk about, if you guys look on my channel here at The Light of the Leo, we also have reviews of Young Royals. And with that, these are teenagers trying to separate love, leave somebody that they love to be with somebody else because it's just impossible to do so. And I feel like this is like the same space. That love just does not erase. What they fell in love with just does not go away. And sometimes it's just easier to stick around. And it looks like that's what Do Young wants to do for Yeonjin. I could be pissed off at her, but I'm not going to leave her.
Right. Jennifer, we had this conversation. You know, I was not understanding why he doesn't want to leave her. Like, why doesn't he leave her? But what I came to understand is that because I did not see the love from the beginning, because I didn't see their,
I remember that.
as Ayana would say, I didn't see their love story because I didn't see the origins of what brought them together, how they came together, what their love was about. Because I didn't see that, because I'm only seeing it from this standpoint, from the time that they have been together for I don't know how many years. He's now starting to figure out all these things that she has done. And I'm like, why isn't he reacting? And why isn't he doing this? And why isn't he doing, he should be doing so much more. But Jennifer had to really let me know that he loves her. He loves her. I was thinking, why doesn't my girl leave her man, her woman beating husband? Okay, why doesn't she leave her? Because there's still love
It's
there.
there's
And
something there
when I don't see the love, it does not compute in my mind at all.
at all.
At all. Like period. Like when you introduce me to something in a certain way, that's how I'm going to take it. And that's set in stone. But
Stone.
stone, honey. But Jennifer had to let me know they have history. And when you have history with someone, you have that connection with them.
It
Things
just
can
doesn't disintegrate.
it's not easy for just as just with abused women, it's not easy for them to leave their
No,
abusers because there's still love there. They still
there's
see the
something there.
person that they fell in love with, and that just never goes away. And that's the worst part about love. The worst part.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why my mother says, and everybody should believe and remember that love is not enough.
Yeah.
Whew, because love is a strong thing that we cannot cultivate, but it
Right.
just happens and you can't help who you love, but
Right.
you can certainly choose who you are with.
Exactly.
Whew. And that was our Light of the Leo moment.
Okay.
So, Yo Jong. Okay, so like after Donghoon meets with Do Young, okay, she goes to the house. She lays on the couch, sleeps, wakes up to Hyo Jong cooking food. And she gets up. She says, I want to assist you. I want to help. He says, no, go back
You
to sleep.
mustn't.
I'm going to cook. She says, but
Okay.
I want to help. It just smells so good in here. And he was like, she was actually getting close to the hot pot
Hmm.
or whatever. And she was still had her arms out or whatever. And he was like, no, you hurt yourself. Go back. And she was like, well, I guess, these scars, people won't be able to get past that. And then he asked her, why did you dress up to go meet Do Young? What's up with that? Oh gosh, wasn't much of an answer, but but it's like I don't do it often. I just go ahead and dress up over here, no problem. And then he offers to heal Donggun's burns, and she says it's pointless because she's not in pain. She's not in pain now. Like, what you think about those things?
I first want to say I love how vague Moon Dong-un is with her answers with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
She picks and chooses the information that she gives to people for very specific reasons, and that
Meticulous.
shows how calculated she is. I love the fact that her man, got a little bit of jealousy in him. When she first texted him back, and he was like, maybe she got married maybe she's getting divorced. And like the love that he has for this woman in the short
Child,
period of time that they've spent together, although it's been a long time that they've been
but
interacting,
valuable time.
the short amount of actual time that they've actually spent together is so sweet and so endearing. um but I love the fact that he's looking out for her. I love the fact that he wants to protect her. I love the fact that he's like, no, let me do it. Let me do the work, because
Yeah.
these both of these people are extremely headstrong, and a lot of times opposites attract, but not in this case because they are so much alike. They are so much alike, and I really love to see that with them.
How
Um,
they're alike, in your opinion?
the way that they deal with their issues, um,
Okay.
the revenge type of thing that they have going on. Um, he knows how to play the game, just as she knows how to play the game when
He
it
do
comes
know
to
how to play stupid.
dealing
Yeah.
with people. I think he gets that from his mother, because his mother is on point with everything that she does. You will never catch Mama, the head of the hospital, slipping. Okay, you will never catch her slipping on anything. Um, I think he, I think he knows how to love. Moon Dong Un doesn't necessarily have that trait
Cause
just
she
yet.
doesn't have She didn't have a whole lot of opportunities. A lot of times when it comes to love, if you
Right.
at the very least have your mother, you might be all right.
Hmm.
But she didn't even have her mother.
Right.
So it yeah, she didn't receive the pleasure of that. She didn't let herself receive the pleasure of that because, she just wanted to hunker down on the wrongs that were done against her.
And I love the fact that at times Moon Dong-un, I don't want to say she rejects his love, but
Mhm.
she's weary of his love. She doesn't want to get too close to it at times. And I really like that about her character. I
Well,
really
I
do
feel
like
like it's the same thing as her not wanting to laugh with Hyung Nam,
exactly,
wanting to
exactly. That's
stay
what it
focused.
is. Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Gosh, why we go so deep with this thing? Anyway,
Because it's
so
a deep type of show.
it is
It's so
so
deep.
so deep. Sona got accepted to study abroad, and she Donggun, she received that phone call while she was at the school, and while as she was receiving that phone call, she was looking outside the wonderful, beautiful children outside playing around, and then Weirdo, I refuse to say what his name is on the show. I'm just going to call him Weirdo
I'll
because I
call
don't
him
like to.
Coconut Head.
Okay. And for the actor that played Weirdo, I'm sorry, that's just the character you played. I will never be able to call him by his name.
And I'm
And I'm
sure he would
actually looking
understand.
I'm sure he would. I'm looking at the name right now, I'm not refusing to say it. Anyway, uh so Weirdo was taking pics of the baby girls, including Yesol, our beautiful Yesol. Taking pictures with a whole big old Nikon or whatever, like a professional thing. And
Professional.
and these little girls are just climbing up stuff in a skirt. Yes, they do have, shorts up under it or whatever, but
He don't care.
unfortunately for some disgusting people that prey upon the innocent, they don't care. So that was
And is he
disgusting.
doing? Is he taking these pictures at a certain angle?
No, they okay. As they're climbing, they are kind of bent over and stuff, and he's taking pictures of their little rumps. So, um, I'm not in a state of joy watching this. And then he looked back like he might have felt somebody watching him. And Donggun walked past the window. I don't like that. Moving forward. So after school, we are looking at Yesol. Somebody is one of the many people that live at the house to take care of her was washing her hair, and she was looking at a laptop. This laptop had a green and a red apple. She could see that under the red apple, it said it was red.
Hmm.
But of course, both of the apples look kind of the same to her. She doesn't see red. And she low key sees red because she's upset about that fact that she's
Hmm.
colorblind. And she threw that Mac into the bathtub that she just got out of.
Hmm.
And the lady that was taking care of her was like, oh, what am I to do? But God bless Lilia soul. May she triumph in her colorblindness, as many people already have. She'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
Oh Lord. Moving forward, Hyung Nam receives Sona's old phone. Oh, I don't like this episode because it's so freaking emotional. It's the most emotional episode for me.
Hmm.
And I don't like the emotion stuff.
You don't.
Anywho, I don't. Because I'm emotional, then it's just gonna trigger my emotions, and then I'm gonna be sad.
Right. Yeah. I get it.
So Hyungnam receives Sona's, her beautiful daughter's, old phone. After that, Donggun, not after that, but Donggun sent the phone and her other possessions, the information about being abroad. She sent all that to Hyungnam, okay?
Hmm.
And then um what she sent, not only the phone, but she sent the information on the people that's going to be housing her daughter, Sona. And she said she can write a letter to them in Korean, and I'll translate it for you into English so that you can send a letter to the people that's about to take in your daughter.
Right.
All of this is so sad, so sad. It's also sad because I knew it was coming too. Don't
Well,
worry,
yeah,
you're about to
they've
find
been
out.
setting it up for the last couple of episodes.
Oh gosh. So after that, the scene after that is Young Jin's. She was sitting outside in her car, outside of Yo Jung's office, asking herself, "What is he really doing here?" Because after she made it all the way home from her procedure, when she woke
Hmm.
up, she took off all of her clothes and she searched her body. Like, maybe he took a kidney, maybe he, did something to her. Um, and she couldn't find anything. But she was just sitting out there, just like really trying to figure it out, because this is what bad people do. If a bad person believes that you might have done something, I'm gonna be thinking about that bad thing that you might have done to me, until, because I have a sinister mind, so apparently everybody thinks like that as well. Oh gosh.
They be on the lookout now.
And of course, our crazy friend Yo Jong knocks at her door, knocks at her window, rolled down the window. Oh, now we can see past the scent. Oh, I didn't know it was you. There you go. That's you. Ciao. She asked, of course they did the pleasantries or whatever,
Of
I guess
course,
I'm sure you're busy
always.
and stuff, right? Hmm.
They know how to be pleasant, child. They know
See,
how to be
the
pleasant.
pleasantries go. It don't matter
They
how much we hate each other. We're gonna
they
give you
know
the
what's
pleasant.
required, honey. Okay.
Okay. And she asked, crazy from yesterday. Um, did I say anything weird yesterday? What did I say? And once again, these people know what they're doing, because personally I wouldn't have said that, but uh Young Jones says, you said Myungo a lot. But in those times when you're, under, a lot of people have dreams and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, I was having a bad dream. Hmm.
Hmm.
She smiled and drove off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's, I don't know what's going on over there,
Y'all know she didn't mention that man's
but there's
name
something
not
going
one
on over
time
there.
during that procedure. Not one time, honey. Ooh,
Ciao.
Lord.
Ciao. They know what they're doing.
Okay.
So after that, she makes her way back home. Young Jin makes her way back home. And on the way, before she makes it home, on the way home, she calls up, sends a text message to her husband. She said, "I'm going to make some kind of soup for you. You don't need to buy nothing to eat. I'm going to be there, and I'll make this food for you. Okay, I'm going to cook. All right."
I'm gonna
When
be
she
your
got
wife.
home,
Okay.
okay, that's me. I'm your wife. And then when she got home, wanna know what happened, Jonathan?
What happened?
He was sitting down eating food. She she had those bags of groceries in her hand. She said, "Did you get a message?" She said, "Yeah, I read it.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And did.
I read
Okay.
it. I read that message." She took both of those bags and threw them in the garbage pail. It seemed like she was upset.
Okay. Like, girl, we can't use that tomorrow.
And, I mean, girl, why are you so
Apparently not.
upset? But he was being very sassy and saying that, yes, I read it. I mean,
And
oh
the
gosh. So
point is, okay.
okay. She asked him, "Why do you play Go with Dong-un?" He was like, "Well," she, like, I just met her, we played, and I was interested in beating her because she got me. And she was like, "Why are you so interested in her?" You're like, we played. It's a good game of Go. I was interested. She beat me, and I wanted to beat her. That's pretty. And he said all of this so calmly, and then she said, "Well, you cheated on me." And
Honey,
that's what she said. She said, "You cheated on me."
the
That's
nerve.
you playing with her. You cheated on me. And he said, "It seems a little unfair coming from you."
Okay.
And then he said out his mouth, I'm not talking about Jejun. Or am I? Oh, I'm telling you, the way this man is handling himself
So expertly smart.
is
He's
very much so.
and he's very methodical himself.
Yeah.
He's very calculated himself. And it's so interesting that the good people in this show are so methodical and so calculated, and the bad people are none of the sort.
No,
And and like they have their moments, where they try to get the upper hand, but they
it's
never get there.
let me tell you why.
Why?
Because they've been getting away with it for so long.
They don't have to
There's
do any work.
they
They
don't
don't
have to do
have
the
to
work.
do any work, right?
They had to call the dirty cops. They had to get
Mm-hmm.
this minion to do this for them. They had no, they there was always an answer, but now that they're actually actively being fought or at war with
Confronted.
somebody or confronted,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
this is a whole new world.
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
They don't have to deal with this. And
And young Jen, she don't know what to do, honey.
she don't know. And her
She
face
don't
shows
know.
it. Her face.
Every single time. I'll tell you, she got that terror face down pat, honey.
Down pat.
She got it down pat. That was probably her audition. Give me terror. Go.
You got it.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. I'm telling
She
you. No. Give me a sinister smile. She got that too.
she got that too.
On
Yes.
point. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we saw a few scenes of Seta about to go to America. Oh, Hey Joan was still texting Young-go, still trying to figure out like why aren't you answering us? Of course, she doesn't know what we know.
Mhm.
Please tell me where she remembered the iPad. The iPad is in that ugly behind Bentley SUV. Okay, I'll go get it because that's where he always kept it.
Okay.
And she walked up to the core. The driver was like, "Who are you?" She's like, "I am Jejun's girlfriend," and he was like,
Mm.
"I know all of his girlfriends, and I don't remember
You ain't one of
you."
them, girl. You are not. You ain't it.
And then she called up Jejun, and she said, "Well, I left something in your car. Can I get it?" And he was like, "Give it to her." Click, hang up the phone immediately. He does not want to be bothered by any of y'all hoes.
No.
Anywho, especially Hey Joan. But whatever. She got it. She found
She
and
she
she
just gets no respect at all. Like she
no
gets the worst end of the stick in every
worst end of every stick,
single situation.
and
Like
nobody care.
it makes you want to a little bit feel sorry for her, and a little it makes me want to feel sorry for her in the least of bits.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, we have to understand that it is deserved.
Anywho, so she went through it. Of course, we all know the passcode 696969. Same thing for his door. So she went ahead and used it, and she found the recording of the day that Young-go was sent to glory.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the episode, she was laughing hysterically. They're like, finally, I got something.
Yes, I got an upper hand on these hoes.
Oh, okay. So, Yeonjun people, the dirty cop, his minions, they've
Mm-hmm.
been following Kyungnam's husband. Okay, she's been giving him money to gamble, and he would sit there and gamble for days, apparently. Um, and when she was on the phone with them, they asked, like, "Are you sure that he has a kid? Because we don't see her at school." Okay. Whew, Lord have mercy. So the travel girl, Sung Hee, she got people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The people with the tattoos, the bad people. She's
Okay.
connected.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
She knows the homies.
She knows the homies. Exactly. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She got the hookup, honey.
She has the hookup. Okay.
Okay.
And for a little bit of change. They'll be able to make something shake.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
She's aware of the hitters. You know, she know where the hitters at, honey. Okay.
You know the
Yes.
hitters.
Yes.
She knows them, honey. And
Yes.
yeah, Sung Hee, she said, "All right, I got you." You know what I'm saying? Because Donggon was like, "Do you are you still in connection with them people that you came up with in your bad childhood?" Like, absolutely. Okay,
Okay,
I
of
got you,
course.
sis. Of
Okay.
course. Ben knew them. My, we're about to say the N word.
Okay. My okay, that's what it is, honey.
Okay,
Yes.
we've been crip rocking since diapers. Okay.
Hey, like Serena at the Olympics, honey. Yes.
Oh gosh, we ain't no good. So
No.
they really, you know, cool together, and you know, I'm gonna hit them up. So basically what she had them to do is follow the people that's following. Okay. And can I tell you something, Jonathan?
Tell me.
It was in this scene that I found somebody that I'm actually I'm attracted to a lot of people on these shows or whatever.
Okay,
I
because you
find a
haven't
lot of them,
spoken it.
and you know, yeah. I find them look nice. Now I don't find Youngo. He was one of the most attractive ones on here, and that's about it for me. But I saw the first dude that I thought that was actually attractive. He was actually tall and thick, like my husband, but he was Korean. We don't know his name. All I know is that he was a hitter. He
Okay.
had he had looked like a Versace sweater on or whatever. He looked good. He looked like he was about to give somebody business. He had
Okay.
business cards. He had the
Yes.
business to handle. And I said, "Oh, now this is
Okay.
Korean I can do." Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Yes, please. Okay, yeah. So yes, one of the homies,
Okay, one of the hitters.
one of the hitters,
They're the
I
hitters, Jennifer, from here on out. They are the hitters.
the hitters, like, yeah, they were there, they were available to take care of the business because you know if you got the money, we can handle the business.
Okay.
But yes, that stopped there. Moving forward, Hyung Nam,
Okay. Money first. Money up front, Simone. Okay, money up front.
learn from this teenager.
Okay.
So Hyun Nam, oh Lord, she tried to see her daughter off. She got a
I
text
feel
message.
I feel like they just did this to just twist the knife. Like they
Yes,
just
on
did this.
purpose.
Like this was not necessary. You know, this really like we could have seen her see her daughter off. Like that would have been a nice scene. But no.
But no, no, F that and F your feelings, apparently.
Oh,
Because
clearly.
it's,
Okay.
she got the text message after sitting down for a couple of days after being by herself for a while. And now we know why. Because Yeonjin's been feeding her husband's gambling addiction, so she hasn't had to worry about getting hit as much
Mm-hmm.
because he was gone for a couple of days straight. And as she was on her way out the door after she got her text message to come meet her daughter, come see your daughter off, and she was going out the door, Yeonjin was right there. I said, just make him want to throw something.
At her.
Yes. Yeonjin apparently was upset that she didn't know where Sona was.
Okay, where's your daughter at, girl? Where's she at?
Answer me,
Okay.
or I will find her myself. Oh, she's leaving today, isn't she? She's leaving, isn't she? She saw directly through Hyungnam. She's leaving today, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. I don't see any bags. Or no, she was all up in this woman's house. I was very upset. Unfortunately, Hyungnam had to get down on her knees to beg for her life and her daughter's life. I was like, this is too much. It's too much going on. I'm not happy. I'm upset with this.
But you know what Hyun now does? She does what she has to do in the moment.
She does what she has
She
to
does what
do.
is required. And she understands the assignment to the T.
Yeah.
To the T. And I respect that to the
That's all we
highest
can.
degree.
That's all we can do.
The highest degree.
So, child, Hyung Nam, um, excuse me, Young Jin told Hyung Nam to continue to follow all of her friends. She wants to know everything that they're doing. Just keep on doing the same work that you were doing for Dongong. And she says you're not going to cut off your phone again, right? And she says, I've been giving your husband gone for a while. Looks like you basically had some peace for a little bit, huh? Well, I've been giving him money so he can gamble it off, but not tonight. So get ready.
Get
Uh,
ready.
you deserve a little bit of punishment.
Okay.
And of course, he came home drunk. It all makes me so upset, you guys. I'm
I
trying to get
know.
through this.
I
He
know.
comes home drunk as a skunk and out of nowhere just starts yelling, where's Sona? Where is she? And calling her dumb and disrespecting her and all that stuff. It's absolutely horrible. And he deserves the electric chair.
Absolutely.
Firing squad, something. But that was really tough because, her daughter's looking for her mommy and she's being beat by her daddy.
That was so sad. That was so sad. And I felt like she was going to wait for her mother to get there. And I was scared that she wasn't going to get on the plane until she saw her mother. But
Hmm.
yeah, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but
But
yeah,
it had to be that way though. We can get there because it's there. We're there
right.
because it's like it had to be that way because
Why do
if
yeah, go ahead.
if she didn't go, she'd basically be going against the plan that everybody had for her.
That's true. That's
And
true.
she also understood that she'd be going to safety, so she had to go.
She understood the importance of the moment and
Exactly.
she's smart like her mama. And I
Yeah.
love that. I
She
love
stayed
that.
as long as she could until she had to leave.
Yeah, she told the nurse to wait for another moment. Just wait another moment. She might come, and then she was like, "Okay, let's
All right,
just
we
go.
got to go.
Let's just go." And I think she might have had an idea as to why her mother didn't show up. She
I feel
might
that
have had an
too
idea,
because think about the things that could have held her back.
right? Because she knows her mother, and she knows that her mother
She
will
would
do
have been
her
there.
best to be there,
Exactly.
and she knew that
Exactly.
there had to be a good reason why she wasn't there.
Which is why she gave the time, gave the reprieve. Let me stick
Hmm.
here for a minute. Oh, I can't stand this. And then of course it happened to Hyung Nam. Like this, that it just, girl, we see you.
We
P.S.
see you, girl.
The actress that plays Hyung Nam, she's in a lot of stuff. She's good on every bit of it. Anyway, whew, I'm sorry, y'all. It took a lot out of me to talk about that. That was a really rough moment for
I'm
me.
glad we got through it, girl.
Thank you. So, Yunjin's mom, she finds out that Sohee is frozen and has been frozen instead of rotting away in a morgue after all this time for over 10 years. Um, and she basically paid off somebody that's working in the hospital to let her know what's going on with little Miss Sohee. And she's basically losing it because why did they freeze her? That means this is more opportunity for evidence to be found on her,
Exactly. She know what's up.
and she is afraid. Now, now Youngjin's mama, she know how to look terrified as well
She
with them big
does.
eyes.
The big eyes.
Child, hey, they know how to work it.
Okay.
Oh Lord, yeah, I wrote down Sona look for her mama. I'm not gonna go back there. Anyway, Donggon calls Donggon mama calls all of the class members, her daughter's class, Donggon's class, all they mamas, basically to do her best to continue to ruin her life and make her get kicked out or whatever. Moving forward, Young Jun buys an abandoned funeral home. Congratulations.
Mm.
Hmm. Huh. Oh gosh, and the next sad thing that makes me want to cry is after Young Nam sits there beaten and bloody for about 2 to 3 days straight. So like 2 days straight. because night and day comes as she's sitting there, and she gets a text message from off of Sona's old phone, and she says, "I figured you may still have this, and you may be able to see my text message." And she basically says, "I understand that you weren't able to be here, and I've made it safely to America." And of course, that garners some major tears.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad, but God bless them on their journey. And
Yes,
yes, these are fictional characters, but I'm attached now.
absolutely.
Young Nam is actually now in the process of playing her husband. And when I say playing her husband,
Playing him for the fool he is.
for the fool that he is. So what had happened? Young Nam's husband comes back. She's out there. She put a bag, her purse, off in the corner so that it could possibly catch his eye. Okay, I'm explaining it to you so it can make sense. Okay, and she's over there. Oh, and she did hide Sona's cell phone in the dishwasher, the laundry. Okay, in the clothes laundry thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he ain't looking up in there. He worried about getting drunk and gambling and beating people, so he ain't
Okay.
gonna look over there. But he does take a glance at her purse while she over there cooking. So she sees that he glanced over there. So what she did was go over to the purse. She had to walk in front of the TV in front of him to go see that. Just make sure you paying attention.
Okay.
Grabs the purse and starts walking out. Well, where are you going? Of course, call her the B word. Grabbed her by her hair, not by her clothes. No, grabbed her by her hair. Where are you going? Snatched the purse and empty out all of its contents. There was a lot of money in there. Oh, so you said, oh, what have you been hiding from me? You have Sona working, right? That's what's happened. You got her working. She working in the bar. I was like, she said she is only 14. How could you think of that? And then he slapped her. Surprise, surprise. Any thoughts at the moment, Jonathan?
He's trash. He's dirt. He needs to be under the dirt. He doesn't deserve
Any of
anything.
this? Yes. Um, but what she did was, of course, divert from the Sona conversation
Hmm.
to how she was had these text messages, and she's afraid, you know that I can't just hold on to this information or whatever, and I'm going to just give this money back. And he's like, slap again, are you crazy? So we're going to use this money, and she let him read all the text messages, and basically he finds out that Park Yeonjin has killed somebody.
Hmm.
So just to step further into it, he sends a text message to Yeonjin's mother saying, "I
Hmm.
know that your daughter killed somebody." What were your thoughts as she was shopping with her homegirls and she received a text message like that and she had to run?
Karma is a bitch. It is what it
Mm,
is. Um, she's getting what she deserves. Not from the source in which I expected it to come from.
yeah,
However, it'll do for now.
you got that right. And let's see what else has happened. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and they did Dungun's over talking or whatever, and she said that's the first time she could see, hope in her face, though it was beaten and bloody. Young Nam saw some hope because she was actually putting something together.
Right.
Also, of course, Hey Jung, she saw some hope because she found that information. Um, yeah, Jun got some information as well. People are, looking into these things. So, uh, Dongun said, "You saw." Oh gosh, this was like the last scene. It was Dongun and Yo Jung, and she said, "You saw Myung-go on my wall. Why didn't you ask me about it?" Basically, trying to figure out whether or not she kidnapped him, killed him, or something like that. Have I done
Hmm.
anything to him because nobody can find him? And he's like, "An executioner does not ask questions." I know you love this moment.
Of course.
And
Of course.
Dungun was like, "Well, who am I to you?" Because of course, if somebody's doing such great things for you, and you don't really see why, you got to start asking these questions. Like, what? Who
Yeah.
am I to you? What did I do basically to deserve what you got going on over here? And what he said was, uh, "Oh, when I met you and I started tutoring you, I said that this is the person that can save me." And it was in those moments where she's like, "You know what?" He was like, we can, I feel like I can find life again, be happy
Mhm.
again, and all that stuff.
And
And
that's
he
what he
said,
told his therapist. I found someone who could
exactly.
save me.
Yeah.
Because you're
And
not
he's
doing the job, ma'am. Okay.
not doing nothing.
Thank you for your services.
So he says, "I choose you as my partner in crime." And she says, like, "Doesn't it sound crazy? Or are you crazy?" He said, "I'm as crazy as you need me to be."
Okay. Yes. Come on, fall in line.
Whew, Lord have mercy. So at the end of this episode, we see people in the car. We see Dirty Cop leaving, and we see Donggun and Yojong going to the mortuary. He's leaving the mortuary. And this is the mortuary, or excuse me, no, not just the mortuary, but the old
Funeral home.
funeral home that Yojong had purchased. And the little shop owner, that clerk from around the corner that tends to that place,
Hmm.
let them on in and everything. But there's a body there, and I'm trying to figure out why didn't they know that the place was purchased?
Why does that man give me addict every time I see him?
Who?
The man
Pop?
who looks over the funeral home, like
He may be.
short skinny man.
He might be.
He gives me addicted. Okay,
Addiction. Okay,
every time I
problems.
see him. Okay, needs rehab, honey.
Okay. Sounds like he has said no to rehab. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
All right now. Oh gosh, but that's the end of that particular episode. It wasn't a whole lot for me, but
No.
it was nice to hear the little quip from Do Young to Young Jin talking about it's kind of crazy you calling me a cheater. Cheater.
Okay.
Okay. Moving forward, Jonathan, go ahead and let them know how to connect to you.
Absolutely. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. I do have my own YouTube channel. It is JoJo Speaks. Find me on YouTube. I post videos every Thursday night at 9:30 with hot topics and social commentary with my co-host Genesita, as well as our good friend Mike. And my brother-in-law Tyrone. We get into the nitty and gritty of the latest hot topics and social commentary. Join us Thursday nights at 9:30. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff, y'all. JoJo Speaks on YouTube.
All right, and make sure to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I am at the Light of the Leo. If you enjoy what you saw today, go ahead. Well, shoot, even if you didn't enjoy, just go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Put your comments in on your thoughts of what we've had. Thoughts. I don't have words. The thoughts of what we were thinking. And
Okay.
I hope that you guys are enjoying the glory like we are. I hope that you guys have a great day. It's been marvelous. And that's all I have to say. I think I'm sleepy. I'll talk to you guys later.